the same time. Okay, everybody. All right, we are doing hand, give my hand some loving today. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, you don't have to be on your knees, you can sit on your bum. Actually, we'll sit on the bum. All right, we're gonna need a roller, little rubs ball or tennis ball or golf ball or foam roller ball, and I'll also give suggestions for the blocks. Okay, so what we're gonna do first of all is take the right hand and we're just going to like put the tips of the fingers and press into the floor. So draw the shoulder blade down so you're not like this, up like this, lean in. And I want you to pull your fingers together while you're pushing them into the floor. Woo! And we're gonna breathe. Oh. It's interesting to know what your fingers do here. So you don't wanna like, you know, wrench them. We're just trying to pretend there's a ball there and we're squeezing and we're pressing into the floor. Shoulder blade is down, tongue back. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And release. Ooh, shake that out. Ooh. Okay, now take your hips over to the other side or legs over to the other side. Same thing on this side. Feel like there's a ball. You want to squeeze that ball. If you've got long nails, kind of come off the end of your nails, I suppose. Woo! Draw the shoulder blade down, tongue back, squeeze and push into the ground. Breathing in and out of the nose. Nice. And release. Good. Shake that out. Perfect. Again, you can sit however you want. We're going to take our hands, palms together. Ruth, do you mind muting yourself for me? And then draw those shoulder blades down. Good. And press your palms. So feel each, thank you. Feel each fingertip touching, each knuckle touching. Okay. And draw the shoulder blades down, elbows out. Now I want you to squeeze the bottom of the palms together and then into the thumb side. So squeezing thumb side, bottom of the palms together. And then I want you to squeeze as hard as you can, everybody. And then baby finger side, squeeze there, draw the shoulder blades down. Notice if you feel any difference in the neck, the shoulders. Spreading those fingers, reaching them. And then see if you can get each knuckle now. Press each knuckle, elbows up, noticing your flexibility. And then see if you can just peel your palms away from each other. So now just your fingers, the base of the fingers to the tops of the fingers are touching. And just notice the stretch. Good. And shake that out. Perfect. If you have rings on, especially if you're going to use the block, I would suggest taking the rings off. All right, so then we're going to stretch, the one we do quite frequently. On the knees, fingertips down, and draw the bottom of those shoulder blades together. Spread your fingers and just notice on the floor. So look at your fingers. You don't want any air underneath the fingers. So every part of those fingers is touching the mat. And see if you can really rotate those fingertips in. And I know many of you, we've been doing this a long time, have improved greatly. So if you think about anatomically, we're supposed to stand with our palms forward. Most of us have our palms facing in and a little to the back, which really twists the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the humerus, the elbow, the ulna and radius, your hands. So we want to untwist. untwist all of that and put it back into proper alignment. Now see if you can lift up those palms, so keeping your fingers on the floor, and you can bring your body back or stay up here, and then roll out the thumbs. Roll the thumbs, just make circles with the thumbs. Shoulder blades down, change directions. Ooh, you're gonna feel the work. And then slowly coming down. Flip your hands over, walk your knees in a little closer, engage your core, draw your shoulder blades down. And again, all 10 fingers touching the floor, and pull your body weight up to the ceiling. So you can feel that stretch. Now I want you to make a fist. You're just gonna hold the fist. Can you get, ooh, every single finger touching your palm? I cannot get my index finger. All the other ones are good. And straighten those elbows, draw the shoulder blades down. So nice stretching here. Seeing if you can lift the backs of your hands off the floor, getting a nice stretch. Wiggle those fingers out. And then coming up and ooh, 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 ooh. Give that a good shake. Okay. Super. Okay, so let's take the ball. If you don't have a ball, it's going to go, this is called your thenar muscle, this thumb muscle here. It's going to go underneath there. If you have your block, you're going to put the block and put your body weight over the block and press in. Okay, so I'm working my right hand. All right, so if you have the ball, we're just going to press into this thenar muscle. Now, this thumb muscle gets very twisted. So you want to feel that you're pulling the thumb muscle away from the hand. Okay, so we're just going to hold here. Woo! And just put as much weight on here as you can handle. Okay. And if you have knee issues, then stand on it or stand up, and you can do this bending over on a chair or at the table. Okay, and you can just add just in the tiniest movement here. So this thumb knuckle ends up curling in. And what we're trying to do is open it up and give it space. So we're just still on this right hand here. Just on this right hand in this thumb muscle. And you can play around with lengthening the thumb, bending it, straightening it. Oh, you can circle it. Good, still under there, breathing. Draw the shoulder blades down, see if you can tuck that tongue back into the groove. There's lots of things you can be doing here. Opening up that space. Oh, and notice if you feel anything into the shoulder or the elbow or anything in there. Good. And then just give it a rub. Rub it out. And if you're on the block, just stay on the block. Okay, good. Now we're just going to go, so block, you're just going to go into the center of that hand. Use that corner. I just put my left hand here just to give some leverage so the block doesn't drop over. And then with the rubs ball or whatever ball you're using, I just want you to explore the palm of your hand. Palm of the hand. Ooh. So you don't have, I need extra weight. So if you need some extra weight coming down, then just press that other hand on top. Draw the shoulder blades down. See, mine just creeped up. Draw those shoulder blades down, breathing. And oh, I just hit a spot. If you hit a spot, just stay there and let it relax and melt. Use the breath, but remember, slow movements today, everybody, slow movements. So you can play around with lifting those fingers up, seeing what that feels like. Look at the veins in your hands, all that blood flow going to here. Nice. Good, so just staying on that palm. Ooh, ooh. Feel that. Good, and then release and shake it out. Perfect, and then just do a quick little stretch like so. Just to notice if you feel like that hand should feel closer to the floor, maybe bigger, softer. Oh, that feels good. Okay, now let's go to the other side. So if you're on that block, take that thumb knuckle, that thenar muscle, and you're pulling it away. You should feel that as the thumb muscle. So you're pulling it away, and if you're on the rubs ball or tennis ball or whatever, woo, just coming in there. So draw those shoulder blades down again. Tongue back, head back. If you need some extra force, you can use that hand a little bit, but really trying to pull that thumb muscle to the left, to the right. Opening up that space. Think of all the times during the day where we are gripping golf clubs, tennis clubs, handlebars. I know some of you are horses holding the reins, you know, cutlery, driving, computer, like, you know, our holding things. Our hands are always like in that crunched position. So this is such a gift today. And, you know, as many of you know, I trained seniors for years, and I'll tell you, the hands and the feet are top priority to keep them supple and, you know, not have arthritis in those joints. And the feet and the hands are furthest from your heart, so they don't get the oxygen. So we are giving the hands some loving today. We're breathing into those hands. We're feeling that thenar muscle right now. We're going to hold here for 2 more breaths, drawing that shoulder down. You can put your weight right up over top. You can move that thumb up and down, circle it. Nice. And release. Good. Oh, I've got rubs right in my hand. Okay, if you're on the block, just explore the corner of going into the side of the hand. You can do some twisting. Again, not fast. I did that fast. And then if you're with the rubs ball, you can explore in the bottom of that hand. Again, be right over top so that we don't have to put too much force. We can use our body weight here. Breathing, shoulder blades down, tongue back, and just search for some sticky pain. Oh yeah. Ooh, there's some pain. When you find the pain, stay on the pain. And again, you can play around with those fingers. Lift them up. So pain in your body goes in spirals. So this is why you can add some twisting, which will get deeper. Pain is not linear. Fascia is not linear. Most things in your body are not linear. So don't forget, you can add a little twisting movement, playing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And let's take 2 more nice deep breaths here. Should put my mat back a bit. Oh, good. Okay, and then let's just stretch those hands out and just see what that feels like. Shoulder blades down. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to show block first, and then most of you have a roller. So lay on your roller, okay, horizontal, or no, this is vertical. Yeah, vertical. So your whole spine. If you have a block, you're going to go logo side down, block underneath your bum, and fingers. You're making a finger sandwich. Okay. If you're on the roller, you're going to go on the roller, finger sandwich. Okay. So we're just going to focus on the fingers here. So use your tailbone, okay? And I want you to explore with a pelvic tilt. So you're not really going to get the thumb all that much. You're going to get the fingers, the 4 fingers, and you can go to the base of the knuckles. You can do the middle knuckles, excuse me, and you can do the fingertips. So decide where you want to start. Nice deep breath in, and use your feet for balance. And we're just going to pelvic tilt using the finger or the bone to massage into those fingers. Then you can also roll or wiggle your hips if you're on that block left to right. You can also, I think it would be my right leg I lift up, play around with, if you want more pressure coming into the hand, then lift the knee up. So those are all optional. Good. And just, excuse me, if you find a knuckle that is more tender, then you can just hang on that one. We're just going to do this for a little bit more here. Using that breath. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat today. Nice. And then let's come on. So lift your bum up and then move that palm right on to underneath in that. Now we're making a palm sandwich, a hand sandwich. And again, rock left to right if you're on the roller. If you're on the blocks, you can just lift the leg up. And you can also add in that pelvic tilt, exploring some knuckles, some palm action, thenar muscle. Nice. Oh, that feels so good. And time is our friend here. The more we hang here, I have to admit, I do this at nighttime. It feels so good after having my hands crunched all day. And you could just lay on this hand for 15 minutes. Put on a nice podcast if you want. And, or do this video to remind you of what to do. And just let this hand decompress. Okay, now we're going to lift up and we're going to go just above the wrist or on the wrist. So whatever feels okay to you. So we're on, so basically you've got your ulna and your radius, and these bones come down into this wrist area. Ooh, and they can get very twisted because of what I said with how our posture is. and lacking blood flow and circulation. So this is just going to open up into that space. Nice deep breaths. And again, if you want to lift a leg up, ooh, that adds some intensity. Ooh. Now with fascia work, sometimes you won't feel a lot, especially if you're very compressed and congested. So you might not feel a lot, but then the more you do it, you open up and you start to work into those deeper layers of fascia and get in there. All right, so lift that bum up, lift those arms up, just shake them out, and just notice a difference hand to hand here. And just take your arms to 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and that right side should feel lower to the ground, heavier to the floor. Because what we do in the hands affects up into the shoulder and the neck. Okay, so now lift up and put those left fingers underneath there. Good, and then let's play. So you can go to the tips and roll up and down. Nice and slowly. Explore the middle part. Oh, that feels good. And you can really practice deep breathing here, feeling that breath come into the belly. And one more nice deep breath here, everybody. And then engage through your rectum, your root, lift, hand on, or like go in your palm area here, into that palm area. And again, you can do your pelvic tilt, getting a nice core workout at the same time here, really engaging your pubic bone to your ribs, squeezing through that rectum, playing into that hand. If you need a little more, action, you can, lift one leg up. Closing your eyes, releasing that tension in the body. Maybe you notice a difference from hand to hand, maybe not. Oh. And then let's engage through the rectum and the root again, lift up and come into that wrist area. So remember, there's no exact, don't get caught up in where you are to be exactly, as long as you are on that wrist somewhere, you can be right on it, lower side, upper side, and then use that tailbone again, pelvic tilt, rolling through that wrist. Letting go of all that tension in your body. Focus on breathing into that belly, nice deep breath, turning on this parasympathetic nervous system, rest, digest, and heal. And play around with lifting up a leg. Ooh, gosh, it's amazing how much more intense that is. And let's take 2 more nice deep breaths here. Squeezing through that rectum, through the root, lifting up. You might feel a little snap, crackle, pop. Woo! Shake out those wrists. Open up those arms. Nice. And then let's come up. Let's see, what time is it? And let's do where we take our baby fingers and we're just going to circle them. So we're just going to circle the baby fingers, then change directions. Then circle the ring fingers and change directions. So, you know, while you're watching TV or at a stoplight or you think you're waiting, I never wait anymore because there's always something I can be doing in that time. Middle finger, you can, you know, do these finger exercises like this. You can also massage every joint in your finger. Okay, I know a lot of you have stiffness in here. Just massage the joints. What's this? Index finger. Change directions. And thumbs. Good. Shoulder blades down. Change directions. Head back. Good. Shake it out. Oh, that feels fun. And then one more time, let's come down. Oh, feel that energy in the fingers. And do a nice stretch through here. Draw the shoulder blades down. Stretch and reach those fingers. Oh, that feels so lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then flip the hands, straighten those arms. Let's do a little bend and straighten here. Nice, and rolling up. So what I was talking about, just to finish off here, is you can take each finger and you go like each knuckle, bend and straighten. So we can do this another class, another time, but I'll just leave you with this. And then you turn this is what I mean, this can take a while. Then you turn that knuckle, then you go to the next knuckle on the same finger, you bend and straighten, and you twist, And then you can massage down into the finger. I'm still working that one baby finger. Okay, so if you find that you have a finger that is sore, then spend some time massaging the knuckle, bringing energy and blood flow. Because if you have arthritis and you just keep it like you don't do anything, it's just going to get stiffer and stiffer, right? So we need to move. It's called synovial fluid. And we need to get this synovial fluid pumping around all these little joints in here, okay? And there's so many of them. All right, everybody, so that'll be another class. I hope your hands feel wonderful, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.